Hey guys!
Hi guys!
Welcome back to PIB Popcorn to Bed. We're so happy you are here. Today we are watching Contact. So,
Contact.
we did on Patreon, people can submit their requests to a Patreon built website. It's really cool. And so it like has our top requests all the way to, from 1 to however many there is. And so I did a top, I put 1 to 50 in a bowl, pulled out 8 numbers and put them all in a poll. This was number 3 of our most requested, and it's Contact. And I remember a lot of people told me to watch this after I watched Arrival, which, did you see that one?
No, we were just talking about this at work at lunch today.
Amy Adams. Yeah, so it was about aliens, and it was very confusing, but very good. So I'm assuming this has similar vibes. So it's got Jodie Foster and Matthew McConaughey. So we love
Matthew McConaughey.
Yes, we were just reminiscing about 10
Him
things
in the
I hate about
rom-com
you.
days.
I mean, how was a guy in 10 days?
Cheeks.
I was like, it feels like the actors nowadays, like the hot up and coming, they only want to do like maybe the dramatic roles, and so they're not but Matthew gave us both.
That's what you're talking about, why they can't make rom-coms like they used to. And I think that
Well, another reason we talked about was like, just make them PG-13.
I know. I feel like they try to make them so like crude and crass, and like I just feel like it just takes away from some like the magic of the love story.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why don't you want to appeal to the 13-year-olds out there?
Right.
You know?
And us.
Us. I'm like, I have the heart of a 16-year-old girl. Okay, I'm aware.
I know.
I'm okay with it.
Anyways,
back from our TED Talk about rom-coms for popcorn.
Matthew McConaughey, Jodie Foster, aliens. This is what we're doing today.
Yes.
It's a long one. Buckle up. You got this. 2 hours and 30 minutes, but I'm actually really excited to watch this. It's been on my short list for a long time, so I was actually so excited when I pulled it. And then I thought Kill Bill was going to win the poll, but then Contact came through and pulled away.
Thank you so much.
I'm still gonna watch. I'm still gonna watch Kill Bill, but she's not coming to that
one of us.
She's not coming to that one. Let's watch a movie.
Wait, like and subscribe, Patreon, the bell, and go team.
Instagram.
Okay,
I'm gonna be better at Instagram in 2024.
Yeah, I got it here too. It'll be fun.
Okay, here we go. What?
Do you hear anything?
No.
Okay, phew. That's a good sign.
Wait, was that the movie?
It must be different transmissions. Wait, fade in and out.
Holy crap.
That was so loud. It had to have been. It was both our headphones.
Okay, mentally prepare yourself. It's gonna...
Well, can I?
I know, and take one out. It was so jarring.
It was so loud. Still very loud.
Yeah, I wonder if it's just this part.
Yeah.
Okay.
Robert Kennedy was shot in that
Guess we're thinking like 1939, 1941, maybe? I mean, that it's like placed in?
Well, that it's going back to the transmissions.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Come back. CQ, this is W9GFO here. I'm not getting anything.
Small moves, Ellie.
Copy W9GFO, K4WLD here.
What do I say?
Just be yourself.
Where are you, K4WLD? Come back.
Pensacola, over.
Pensacola, where's Pensacola?
Where's Pensacola?
Orange juice.
Florida.
Copy that, K4WLD.
I didn't know that. I just
How's
got
the
the
weather
hint.
down there in Florida?
Pensacola, Florida. 1,116 miles. That's farthest yet.
Little hobby?
Could go south pretty fast, though.
Yeah. I'm like, actually, she's just talking to strangers, or?
Dad, could we talk to Mom?
I don't think even the biggest radio could reach that far. All right, no more stalling.
Pensacola.
Oh, Ellie, that's a beauty.
Pretty sure he was the bad guy in something.
I was just thinking, I'm like, why do I feel like he was a bad guy?
Maybe he just got that face.
Dad,
Yeah.
you think there's people on other planets?
I guess I'd say if it is just us, seems like an awful waste of space.
CQ, this is W9GFO. CQ, this is W9GFO. Come back.
She got her bigger antenna.
Yeah, she did.
It's kind of fun knowing the actors because I'm like, how are they going to fit in here? What's Matthew McConaughey gonna do?
Yeah, before you.
Oh? No. Maybe.
Go back.
Nope.
Try back a little bit. You had something there. There.
Right there?
Yeah, you hear?
That's well within the L band.
Check off axis.
Oh, we know him.
It's not in the neighborhood. There it is, J1741 plus 2748. I don't know, it must have been the glitch in the timings what threw me out. Ellie.
Ken Clark.
What else is he in? He's in so many things.
They said you've been up at Owens Valley working under Drumlin. How'd you like him? That much, and about what I'd expect after what he had to say about you. That you are brilliant, driven, major pain in the ass, and obsessed with a field of study that he considers tantamount to professional suicide.
Arecibo,
Yes.
right?
Does it show?
Yeah. Crackerjack?
No, no thanks.
Mind if I sit down? Palmer Joss.
Palmer.
Ellie, Arroway, what are you writing?
The usual. Nouns, adverbs, adjective here and there.
I work on a project called SETI.
Search for extraterrestrial intelligence? And that is
Man
out
knows
there.
his stuff.
Wait,
Who are
you
you?
a student or something?
I'm a writer. I'm writing a book. Just about how technology affects third world cultures. Looking for this guy, David Drumlin. He's the new head honcho of the National Science Foundation. I take it you know him?
That's the one that said all the things about her, right?
Oh.
Crossed paths with this guy before. I mean, something like that must really chap his ass, huh? Compass.
So,
Good for you, El.
a nickname already? Only someone that good looking can pull that off.
Yeah, no kidding.
Will you have dinner with me tonight?
I don't make a very good research subject.
No quotes. Scott's honor. Just a good meal, good company.
Oh, the way he looks into your
Say
soul.
no. I can't believe you say no.
Say it.
Please. She took off the glasses.
Drumlin's coming in this Tuesday.
Now I remember why I took that desk job.
Dr. Drummond, how are you?
Their space shirts are incredible.
Oh, I'm still settling in. Of course, they already want to take half my budget and come to the Pentagon. Ellie, still waiting for ET to call? The taxpayers, we need to stop
Gosh,
wasting
who's he?
money on pie-in-the-sky abstractions.
You're not distracted by the other guy? He's in so many things. I can't even
Oh,
see
I
the
know.
one.
He's in Prison Break. He's the bad guy.
Not that.
What's wrong with science being practical? Even profitable?
Nothing. As long as your motive is the search for truth, which is exactly what the pursuit of science is.
I'm coming from a man on a crusade against the evils of technology.
I'm not against technology. I'm against the men who deify it at the expense of human truth.
Uh-oh.
I think that hurt my chances with that interview. What do you think?
You're a priest?
No, not really. I got my master's in divinity. Then I dropped out of seminary and went off and did some secular humanitarian work. Couldn't live with the whole celibacy thing.
Shoot.
Want to get out of here?
Oh, shoot.
When did you know you wanted to be an astronomer?
When I was about 8 years old, I was watching the sunset. I asked my dad, "What's that bright star over there?" And he said that it wasn't really a star at all. It was actually a whole planet called Venus.
That's the planet Venus.
He said, "You know why they called it Venus? Because they thought it was so beautiful and glowing. But what they didn't know is that it's filled with deadly gases and sulfuric acid rain." Wow, I thought, this is it. I'm hooked. If just one out of a million of those had intelligent life, there would be literally millions of civilizations out there.
Whoa.
Well, if
Her
there
passion
wasn't,
is contagious.
it'd be an awful waste of space. All I know is that I wasn't alone. And for the first time in my life, I wasn't scared of nothing, not even dying. It was God.
And there's no chance that you had this experience because some part of you needed to have it?
I mean, I'm a reasonably intelligent guy, but my intellect, it couldn't even touch this.
I've been to Sunday school a few times. I kept asking all these really annoying questions, like, all right, then, where did Mrs. Kane come from? Pretty soon, they called my dad and they asked him if he wouldn't mind just keeping me home from now on.
Is it this guy?
Oh. Yeah.
You're close to him, aren't you?
Yeah, I was. He died when I was 9 years old. I never got to know my mother.
That was right after we saw them.
Oh, I told Kent that I'd be there at 2:30.
You know, I'm not trying to push you.
No, don't be silly. I've been wanting to look at this sector for weeks. Here, just hang out and sleep in, and there's a bunch of food in the fridge.
How can I reach you?
Just leave your number. I'll call you.
Ooh, she's a runner. No, go back in. That's what happened. He talked about her dad. Yeah. Or do you think because of her losing her parents, she doesn't want to get close to anyone else?
Oh, there's another one. Come on, hurry up, Dad.
Oh no. Was it a tragic way? Oh gosh. Oh my gosh.
Daddy? Dad?
Like a heart attack or something?
I'll get the medicine.
Oh. Does that mean he hadn't been taking his medicine? I don't know. Or what is that? Oh.
I know it's hard to understand this now, but we aren't always meant to know the reasons why things happen the way they do. Sometimes we just have to accept it as God's will.
Should have kept some medicine in the downstairs bathroom. Then I could have gotten to it sooner.
Oh, poor girl. I think her mom passed, or she just left when she was little or something. Yeah, I don't know.
This is W9GFO. Do you copy? Dad, this is Ellie. Come back. Come back.
Oh, that's her.
I was thinking, we'd make a pretty good team.
What are you talking about, Kent?
Said he Drumlin pulled the plug.
How'd you pull the plug?
I know you can't see it now, but I'm doing you a favor.
There's 400 billion stars
And only
out there. We
two
have not even
probabilities.
started-
One, there is intelligent life out there, but it's so far away you'll never contact it.
You're making a decision.
Two, there's nothing out there but noble gases, and you're wasting your time. And your career will be over before it's begun.
So what? My life!
The compass.
Hey, Kent, you were right. Screw Drumlin, all right? We're gonna raise the money ourselves. We're going to New Mexico.
Just do me a favor.
Yeah.
Try not to be too confrontational.
Huh? Confrontational? Me? What do you mean?
Dang it! Call him! You know you want to. You wouldn't be so torn if you didn't want to.
With its 27 linked radio telescopes, we can search more accurately than at any other conventional facility. Now all we really need is the money.
A nice presentation, Doctor. But while our foundation arm does have a mandate to support experimental programs, your proposal seems less like science and more like science fiction.
It's crazy. In fact, it's even worse than that. It's nuts. You want to hear something really nutty? I heard of a couple guys that want to build something called an airplane. You know, you get people to go in it and then fly around like birds. It's ridiculous, right? Or what about breaking the sound barrier, or rockets to the moon, or atomic energy, science fiction, right? All I'm asking is for you to just have the tiniest bit of vision, you know, to step back for 1 minute and look at the big picture, to take a chance on something that just might end up being the most profoundly impactful moment for humanity, for the history of history. I spent the last 13 months coming into rooms like this and talking to people like you, and
Oh, it's been 13 months.
I'm sorry I wasted your time.
Doctor. Yes, sir. You have your money.
Her confrontational passion worked. She should have been a little more confrontational.
You think about it, everything does sound crazy until it doesn't, right?
So true.
I still am amazed that airplanes fly. I don't really get it at all. Or that boats float. I don't.
Right.
Oh, perfect cast. Come on, Fishy. Frank, look at the size of that son of a bitch.
That'd be a hard job, though, because it's like you have no success unless you have all the success.
Yeah.
Drumlin, what is this? Is this a personal vendetta now?
It's not just Drumlin. There's been enormous pressure from other scientists as well.
It doesn't matter anyway, because Haddon's funding us for another 2 years.
They can lease them to whomever they want, and they don't want the high priestess of the desert using them anymore. Staring at static on TV for hours at a time, listening to washing machines? Did you really think these stories wouldn't get around?
I was looking for patterns. Come on.
It doesn't matter anymore. They want us out. We lost. It's over.
Fine. I'm not stopping. If I have to go it alone, I'll go it alone. I've done it before.
When does Palmer come back?
I know. That's tough because she believes so deeply.
I know.
But, you know.
And I think
My guest tonight is author
a lot of her beliefs are.
Joss.
Hold on.
He's become a spiritual counselor of sorts and a recent fixture at the White House. His latest book, Losing Faith, is currently #1 on that publication's bestseller list.
I feel like her connection to, like, what she believes is also deeply connected to her father.
Yeah.
And, like, their relationship.
And her trauma from
Yes,
that.
yeah.
But I also think because of the movie title, we're going to have success. So
true.
Her passion and...
I mean, is it any wonder that we lost our sense of direction?
Right ascension, 18 hours, 36 minutes. Declination, plus 36 degrees. Confirmed!
Tina. I don't know what she's talking about.
The time and the direction of the things?
Talk to me, guys.
Partially polarized set of moving pulses, amplitude modulated.
Locked. Systems check out, signal across the board. What's the frequency?
4623 gigahertz.
I got it. I'm patched in.
Is someone recording this? It's recording, right? Hopefully.
Are we recording?
Never stopped.
Whatever it is, it ain't local.
Position?
I checked interferometry somewhere in Lyra, I think.
Vega?
Can't be. 26 light years away.
It's a peak intensity.
Coming up. Reading over 100 jet skis.
Jesus. Pick it up on my...
Come back. Come on. Okay.
All right, it's restarting. Wait a minute. Those are numbers. That was a 3. The one before it was a 2. 7. Prime numbers. And there's no way that's never a phenomenon.
Holy
okay.
It doesn't make any sense. The system is too young.
Zero?
They didn't grow up there. Maybe they're just visiting. I don't know.
Okay, so spacecraft? No, this system is full of debris.
Well, not if they use their laser blasters and...
If we go public with this and we're wrong, that's it. It's over.
All right, do you have a source location yet?
We put it right smack in the middle. Vega.
Can they send something back?
Okay, 101. The pulse sequence through every prime number between 2 and 101.
Who are we gonna call now?
Everybody.
Ooh. I'm scared they're gonna take it away from her. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Drumlin's gonna be like, this was my discovery.
Yeah. Drumlin.
If the source of this signal is so sophisticated, why the remedial math?
Exactly. Why don't they just speak English?
Maybe because 70% of the planet speaks other languages. Mathematics is the only truly universal language. It's no coincidence that they're using primes. This may be a beacon, some kind of an announcement to get our attention.
People have been looking at Vega for years, no results.
Excuse me, who are you?
Ellie, Michael Kitts, National Security Advisor.
Doctor, let me first say that your reputation...
Actually, first, could you ask the gentleman with the firearms to wait outside? It's supposed to be a civilian facility.
Doctor, with all due respect to your scientific knowledge...
Hey. Hi. Oh, I'm so glad you're back.
Is this great? So I'll just come right to the point, shall I?
No.
Having sent this announcement all over the world may well constitute a breach of national security.
Well, you can't possibly think that a civilization sending this kind of message would intend it just for Americans.
I'm saying you might have consulted us. Could be
Do you
extremely
want to classify
sensitive.
prime numbers now?
Mike.
Do you understand that my job is to protect...
Harmonic?
Bingo. I had Willie ask pretend.
Get on the negative sideband.
I'm already on it.
Second signal at double the frequency. It looks like...
David, would you explain this to me, please?
You can leave.
What do you make of that, Fish?
It's almost like they're two different interlaced frames.
It's just noise.
Trying frame 2.
I've got an offset carrier here.
Plug it in.
Center that segment.
Centering.
That look.
Yeah.
I'm scared. But hopeful.
Yeah.
Hopefully they're nice.
I've seen signs of scary.
Ah!
What the hell?
All right, freeze. Try zooming out again.
Does that look like a... Oh?
My God.
Is that Hitler?
I think so.
Okay.
What's going on?
Does anybody speak German?
I declare the games in Berlin at the celebration of the first Olympics of the new era is open.
What does that mean? Does that mean they're bad?
Get me the White House.
20 million people died defeating that son of a... He's our first ambassador.
Actually, the Hitler broadcast were the
from
first...
36 Olympics was the first television transmission.
Drumlin, you fetcher.
Hitler and his politics have nothing to do with this. It's highly unlikely that they would understand what they were looking at, and people need to understand the science.
People will take it from here.
Donna, we've just been told that the president will have only a few brief remarks about today's extraordinary announcement and that he won't be taking any questions from the press.
Whoa. Yeah.
Good afternoon.
Did they get him to do this, or is this a...
I'm glad to be joined by my science and technology advisor. This is the product of years of exploration by some of the world's most distinguished scientists. Like all discoveries, this one will and should continue to be reviewed, examined, and scrutinized. It must be confirmed by other scientists.
Palmer's the White House. You've got a one-track mind.
You know those interlaced frames that we thought were noise? This says structure. I'm hearing structure.
We will continue to listen closely to what it has to say.
The message is completely benign. The president has been in touch with heads of state from around the world, and every possible security measure is being taken.
Like, it wasn't, like, violent. Yeah.
The team that made this remarkable discovery, Dr. David Drumlin, special...
You were right. I hate that you were right. Because I hate that he is taking...
Oh my gosh. He called her crazy. My gosh. He shut her down. He didn't believe in her.
We found a series of markers on the top of each frame. Are you ready?
Okay, here it comes.
Don't tell freaking Drumlin.
Yeah.
It's digital. Massive amounts of data which extend right to the higher harmonics.
Jackpot. Interlaced with the frames of the original Hitler image, we found these sections. Now, we thought they were just noise, but they're actually data. Huge amounts of it.
What does it mean, Doctor?
I think it could be the first volume of an Encyclopedia Galactica.
Instructions to acquaint us with their colonization procedures.
How long will it take to decode it?
Oh, it could take forever. Well, we really need a primer of...
We need to get the best decryption people we have.
This is a privately funded operation. We're only leasing this time from the government.
If there's a more clear-cut case of eminent domain, I've never seen it. I'm going to recommend to the president that we militarize this project immediately.
This is my project. Nobody knows more about these scenarios than I do.
Now, I'm going to recommend that Dr. Drumlin administer and coordinate the decryption effort. In light of Dr. Arroway's long experience in these matters, for the time being, she will continue to direct operations at the VLA.
Thank you.
Let's hear from someone whose organization has been accused of conducting its own inquisition in recent days. Richard Rank, head of the Conservative Coalition.
Rob Lowe.
In politics, they have been reacting to TV signals. Very large array near Socorro, New Mexico.
Has caused thousands of believers and non-believers to descend upon the VLA facility here in the remote desert of New Mexico.
Oh my God.
Wow. Vega or Buzz.
Scott, it had one long horn and a one big eye. It was a one-eyed one.
She's like, I've been fighting this alone this whole time, and do you think this would actually happen? I mean, remember when there was that thing about like Area 51 and like all these people are gonna go or something? Yeah. Like, I don't know. I mean, the aliens are like, we're good. You've got mail.
It's gotta be someone like punking her, right? Palmer?
Somebody broke in. Hello? Hey, listen, I don't know who you are, but you broke into the database and I'm... What now? Where?
What?
I'll be there.
She's like with people, right? Okay, yeah, good.
I'm confused.
He hardly lands by anyone.
Did someone come with her?
I hope so. There was like a security guy out of the helicopter, right? Did she tell people where she was going?
Dr. Arroway, I presume.
Mr. Haddon.
I've had my eye on you a long time.
Mr. Haddon. Do we know him?
I consider you one of my most valuable long-term investments.
Maybe he was the guy from the camera.
Oh, yeah.
Eleanor Ann Arroway, born 25th August. Mother, Joanna, died from complications during childbirth. Early testing indicated high predisposition towards science and mathematics. Father, Theodore, advised to provide enrichment activities along these lines until his death from myocardial infarction, November 10, 1974. Graduated from high school in 1979, almost 2 full years early. Changes in NSF policy gave rise to certain funding problems.
You compromised our security codes.
Once upon a time, I was a hell of an engineer.
Do we think he's bad guy or good guy?
I'm hoping good.
Earl Grey. No sugar, no milk, I believe.
Oh, that's a little weird.
Yeah.
What am I doing here?
The powers that be have been very busy lately, falling over each other to position themselves for the game of the millennium. It can help deal you back in.
I didn't realize that I was out.
Oh, maybe not out, but certainly being handed your hat. I've had a long time to make enemies, Doctor. There are many governments, business interests, even religious leaders that would like to see me depart this earth. I'll grant them their wish soon enough. But before I do, I wish to make a small contribution.
You found the primer.
Clever girl.
She found like the
decoding thing, yeah.
Over 63,000 in all, and on the perimeter of each.
Alignment symbols, registration mark, but they don't line up.
If you think like a Vegan, alien intelligence has got to be more advanced.
Yes, of course.
Every 3-dimensional page contains a piece of the primer. There it was all the time, staring you in the face. Buried within the message itself.
Within the layering of the matrix, we have these basic equations.
Don't even show Drumlin.
I know.
We now have the symbols for true and false.
This was the key, to put it simply.
Shut up.
Chemistry. Next frame, Ellie.
Yes, and when we apply this to the rest of the message, we find this.
Those look like engineering schematics, almost like blueprints.
It is our belief that the message contains instructions for building something, some kind of machine.
That does what, Doctor?
Well, we don't know. It might be some type of advanced communication device. It might turn out to be some kind of a transport.
There's no proof of that.
The fact is, you don't know what it does.
Guy bugs me.
I know.
Some kind of a doomsday machine.
Well, that's one way to look at it.
We pose no threat to them.
I hope you're right, Doctor. I really do. But right now, my job is to protect American lives from any plausible threat. And in that regard, I am obligated to assume that.
The fact of the matter is, we don't even know whether they believe in God.
This doesn't make any sense. I mean, if you were going to ask...
Excuse me, Dr. Arroway. We won't be suppressing any opinion.
The message was written in the language of science. If it had been religious in nature, it should have taken on the big booming voice from the sky.
But a voice from the sky is exactly what you found, Dr. Arroway.
Oh my gosh, I love him
so much. All right.
So good to see you, Ellie.
You too.
I'm really happy for you.
Mr. Joss, the president's waiting.
President's waiting.
Yeah. See you at the reception tonight?
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't miss it.
Think she's gonna miss it? Let him love you.
Ah.
Oh.
Oh. I think she needs security.
Yeah, seriously.
Wow. You look beautiful, Ellie.
So do you.
Yeah, you really do.
I read your book.
Here we go.
The thing that people are the most hungry for, meaning, is the one thing that science hasn't been able to give them.
Yeah.
It's like you're saying that science killed God. What if science simply revealed that he never existed in the first place?
I think we're gonna need to get some air and a few more of these.
Occam's razor, you've ever heard of it? All things being equal, simplest explanation tends to be the right one. So what's more likely? Thank you. All-powerful, mysterious God created the universe and then decided not to give any proof of his existence, or that he simply doesn't exist at all, and that we created him so we wouldn't have to feel so small and alone.
I couldn't imagine living in a world where God didn't exist.
I mean, for me, I'd need proof.
Did you love your father?
Yes, very much.
Prove it.
Can't.
The White House.
What happened?
You were right all along.
What?
This key section, uncovered tonight, shows an illustration of what is unmistakably a human figure inside a geometric structure of some kind. This now leads scientists to believe that the message is, in fact,
The president's
an
called an
elaborate set
emergency
of
meeting.
instructions designed to take a single human occupant into space.
It is a transportation device. But can he say that a little bit louder and a couple more times in front of some more people?
You were right all along.
They're gonna build it.
Who gets to go?
It's complicated, Ellie. They've formed a group of international candidates. Now, it's your discovery. Okay, they understand that. You're at the top of a very short list. But they're also putting together a formal selection committee. It's made up of scholars, theologians, scientists, philosophers.
You're on it.
I've been asked, yes.
I guess that means that you're a selector and I'm a selectee, and that we can't.
Yeah. What you don't understand, Ellie, is...
Oh, he's who he gets to choose.
I want you to know whatever happens, as far as I'm concerned. Good luck.
Drumlin's on the...
Well, whatever you do, just make sure he doesn't monopolize the committee, right?
He just resigned as science advisor. He wants to be the one to go.
But the choice of these 10 candidates has not been without controversy.
Dr. Arroway, despite your obvious enthusiasm, there's been a lot of criticism of late that this whole endeavor is simply too dangerous. One Nobel Prize winner recently noted his words: "There is every indication that this is simply beyond our capabilities, that this endeavor will fail, and that the machine's occupant will pay for that failure with their life." How do you respond to something like that?
I have to believe that an intelligence that advanced knows what they're doing. Now, all it requires on our part is...
Faith?
I was going to say a sense of adventure.
John Russell, a former astronaut considered to be the leading American candidate, has dropped out of the running.
I told my dad that I didn't want him to go. Daddy, don't go.
Nothing would give me more pride than to represent my country. What can I say to this?
Dr. Arroway appears to now be the front runner.
If she wants to go, she should.
I know.
So is this kosher?
Fraternizing with the enemy?
Special relativity.
Yeah.
This machine, if it works, and you travel to Vega at even close to the speed of light, when you come back...
If you come back.
You'll only be 4 years older, but over 50 years would have passed here on Earth.
Oh, no.
Is foreshadowing for his role in Interstellar?
The rest of the candidates and myself, we fully understand the implications, the risks that we're taking.
Why?
Because it's a historic opportunity, because the world needs...
You personally. Now, by doing this, you're willing to give your life. Why?
Fine, I'll just stay here and marry you.
Long as I can remember, I've been searching for a reason why we're here. If this is a chance to find out even just a little part of that answer, I don't know, I think it's worth a human life.
You're an incredibly brave woman, Ellie.
Incredibly nuts. I'm really confused.
If you should meet these vegans and were permitted only one question to ask of them, what would it be?
How did you do it? Evolve? How did you survive this technological adolescence without destroying yourself?
We've all been most impressed with your candor. I believe we are ready to move on to your final statement.
Madam Chairman, I have one more question.
Will you marry me?
Would you consider yourself a spiritual person?
I don't really understand the point of the question. I consider myself a moral person.
I think what Mr. Jost is in fact asking...
Do you believe in God?
Why is he doing this?
I don't know. As a scientist, I rely on empirical evidence, and in this matter, I don't believe that there is data either way.
So your answer would in fact be that you don't believe in God?
I don't understand the relevance of the question.
Dr. Arroway, 95% of the world's population believes in a supreme being in one form or another.
Do you think he doesn't want her to go because he doesn't want her to die?
Yeah, I think that's why he's confused. Oh, if he wants to represent the human race, and 95% of them believe. But she also now probably hates him.
I believe I've already answered that question.
I would hate to see everything we stand for, all that God has blessed us with, betrayed in the final hour because we chose to send a representative who did not put our most cherished beliefs first.
I think I know who that is.
Me too.
Why'd you do it?
Our job was to select someone to speak for everybody. I just couldn't in good conscience vote for a person who doesn't believe in God. Someone who honestly thinks the other 95% of us suffer from some form of mass delusion.
I told the truth up there. Drumlin told you exactly what you wanted to hear.
She didn't mean to do a necklace.
With full humility and utmost gratitude, I accept this great honor. And I promise I will do my...
I feel like he wants to go for the fame.
Yeah.
And she wanted to go because this is her life's passion.
Yes, yes.
Oh, wow.
We'll be able to monitor the stresses in effect using the robot passenger, who we lovingly call Elmer.
Of course.
Oh, joy.
Didn't expect to see you here.
She's a bigger person than you are.
Yeah.
I suppose the fact that I discovered the message means that I have some PR value.
I know you must think this is all very unfair. What you don't know is I agree. I wish the world was a place where fair was the bottom line. Rewarded, not taken advantage of. Unfortunately, we don't live in that world.
Funny, I've always believed that the world is what we make of it.
I don't know if that is like a backhanded compliment.
Yeah.
My only solace is that she's young and genius, so maybe she can help with other discoveries too.
Yeah, that's true.
Test initiation.
So is this the robot right now is going first?
5,
I think so.
4, 3, 2, 1. Jerry, how we looking?
Looks good. We're underway.
Looking good here.
Wow.
Hope you guys are seeing what I'm seeing.
All systems are go.
The passenger pod will be released. It'll come down through the center of the ring and into the machine's core. The big question everyone here is asking is, of course, what happens then?
They don't know?
Built it on instructions.
Test director, I'm feeling a very strange vibration. Are you feeling it down there?
Nothing wrong with Elmer.
David, we're not seeing anything abnormal down here.
Hold the sequence. I'm going to take a direct reading. What's your reading on the first and second order G levels? G levels are right on.
That was the guy. That was that creepy priest guy.
We got a security problem here. This guy, he shouldn't be there. I know him.
Security, move the emergency response team in position 1.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
We've got a security breach here. The tall guy, the technician. He's not supposed to be there. David, he's got something in his hand.
Security breach!
Bomb. He's got a bomb.
Look answer it now. Security stage.
Oh.
Fire count, move all.
My! I did not expect that.
Me neither.
The scene earlier today when David Drumlin, advisor to 2 presidents and winner of the National Academy of Sciences Lifetime Award of Excellence, was laid to rest at Arlington National Cemetery.
What we do for the goodness of all mankind. This won't be understood, not now, but the apocalypse to come will vindicate our faith.
Oh, yikes. Not to mention, $1/3 trillion.
Yeah, and like
wrecked.
all those people. Oh.
Yeah, who else? It wasn't just him that died. And that would have been her.
Yeah, and like all of their hard work.
What's that?
You're from that one guy?
Ну-ка, подними. Я, включи вот эту. Москва 3215. Humber Way. He has been expecting your call.
There's the plane guy,
Yeah.
right?
How kind of you to call.
Mr. Haddon, where are you?
The Russian government was kind enough to give me accommodations on Mir.
You're living on a space station?
The low oxygen, zero gravity environment is the only thing keeping the cancer from eating me alive. Want to show you something? Hokkaido Island.
The systems integration site.
Look closer.
Another machine?
First rule in government spending. Why build one when you can have 2 at twice the price? This one can be kept secret, controlled by Americans, built by the Japanese subcontractors. They still want an American to go doctor.
Oh my gosh.
Want to take a ride?
I like that they make him kind of like funny.
Yeah, eccentric.
Yeah.
Like, do you think this whole thing will be a secret? Like,
not as press. Yeah. Heavy.
For some reason, I keep having
Quite
to.
sunny.
I keep having to remind myself this isn't based on a true story.
I know, me too.
I'm like, what happens? I can't remember.
We're not putting anybody aboard this machine unless there is some sort of minimal protection. Minimal protection. End of story.
We've been giving these to the astronauts since the beginning of the space program. It's never been made public, of course. It's fast and it's painless.
I'm gonna travel 26 light years to commit suicide.
Something may go wrong.
Oh, it's like the cyanide or what something.
Dr. Away, time to get ready.
Thank you.
I know you don't have much time, but I had to see you one more time. Oh, God, I'm sorry.
I'm glad you came.
Something I gotta say to you. The reason I didn't vote for you to go, Ellie, was a good reason, but it wasn't the real one. I didn't vote for you to go because I don't want to lose you. And you find your way home, all right?
But he'll be like 80.
I know.
That. Oh also makes no sense in my brain.
Same.
Cannot compute how that
like,
works.
isn't the light years to like get there, but then aren't they both like, yeah. Is it time? I don't know how this could end.
I'm so happy for her. I don't have the even slightest iota of want to ever leave the earth. Are they not doing a test this time?
I'm assuming they already did it, maybe. That make you feel a little claustrophobic?
Yeah.
She's supposed to like rock it. They don't like secure that headset a little bit more.
Yeah, do you think she'll wear a space helmet?
Ellie, we're going to proceed to button you up.
Roger, Control. I'm ready.
Ellie, we are go for closure.
Nice to smell you again, Mr. Kitts. You too. Wouldn't take him as a polo man.
That's insane. Do you see it like disappear?
What is going to happen? Oh my gosh. It's crazy that they don't know.
Yeah, I know.
Something's happening. I'm seeing something. Here, let me show it to you. Do you see that?
65%.
The material is changing. It's bordering on translucence. I can't describe it. I can't even explain it.
I think she knows it's supposed to be doing that, right? I think she believes that.
I'm okay to go. Okay to go.
85%. 90%. We're detecting some structural instability.
Oh?
Steve, we're approaching our abort limits.
Okay to go.
Wait, she wants to go.
I hear her. Barely, but she's there. Says she's okay to go.
Initiate drop sequence.
Hurry! Yeah, I feel like it can't last at 100% for too long. Oh, they're on a ship. Oh, I didn't realize that.
Wait, what? I don't think they read you. Is this a portal to another dimension?
I don't know.
She's such a scientist. She's like still.
She was like, let me observe.
Oh?
Vega?
It's a star. I must have gone through a wormhole. It's Vega.
Holy crap.
I had no idea. A series of them! Some kind of a transit system! Okay, it's a triple. No, quadruple system. It's beautiful. They're alive.
What is happening? Oh my gosh.
No, she's not.
But remember, they didn't want her strapped in or anything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
When she's not in the chair.
Been her. The compass saved her life.
Oh my gosh.
Celestial event. No words to describe it. So beautiful.
Do you think they're hearing her?
I hope so, but I don't think so.
Wait, what?
What?
Is that her?
So, did they float her down?
Oh? Everywhere?
Is she still in her?
Yeah, is she in a simulation?
No.
In her pod?
Yeah.
Maybe they're
And
just
this is
like,
what
we
the
wanted
material
to,
has
we
come?
wanted to make you feel at home, or like.
Yeah.
Scared, but I don't think I should be.
Dad?
Hi, Sparks.
Dad?
How? What?
No.
I missed you.
She dies? Does heaven? I don't know.
You're not real. None of this is real.
That's my scientist.
When I was unconscious, you downloaded my thoughts, my memories, even Pensacola.
We thought this might make things easier for you.
Why did you contact us?
You contacted us. We were just listening.
And there are others?
Many others.
They all travel here through that transit system that you built.
We didn't build it. We don't know who did. No, they were gone long before we ever got here. Maybe someday they'll come back.
Oh my God. The civilizations that you find, they come here. Is this some test?
No, no tests. You have your mother's hands. You're an interesting species, an interesting mix. You're capable of such beautiful dreams and such horrible nightmares.
So this is like an alien posing as her dad?
I think to make things easier for her.
So alone. In all our searching, the only thing we've found that makes the emptiness bearable is each other.
What happens now?
Now, you go home.
Home? But I have so many questions. Do we get to come back?
This was just the first step. In time, you'll take another.
But other people need to see what I've seen. They need to see.
This is the way it's been done for billions of years. Small moves.
So it will be 50 years later when she goes back?
I think so.
What?
And how do they intercept her?
She is in the net.
Wait, no time passed?
How is she? Ellie.
She is alive.
Put her on the PA.
Sir.
Ellie, just hold on tight. We're still trying to determine the nature of the malfunction. The important thing is you're okay.
What malfunction? What happened? What day is this? How long was I gone?
Ellie, the IPV dropped straight through the machine. You didn't go anywhere.
But she did.
I did go. That's what I've been trying to tell everyone.
That doesn't make any sense.
No, but it looked like she was going through the water.
43 separate remote cameras show exactly the same event. Nothing happened. How do you explain this, Doctor?
Of course she can't explain it.
I would encourage you not to inflame this situation beyond the facts.
But do you
Let
feel
us
like it's
deal
kind of
with
like
this
a...
on the facts.
Like she knows it's true, but she couldn't prove it?
Every scientific instrument confirms the IPV was out of contact for only a fraction of a second. Isn't that correct, Doctor?
A fraction of a second Earth time, yes. Senator, I believe that the machine opened up a wormhole, a tunnel through the fabric of space-time, also known as an Einstein-Rosen bridge. Now, because of the effects of general relativity, what I experienced is approximately 18 hours passed instantaneously on Earth.
We're gonna send her and then just not believe anything she says?
That's very neat, Doctor. You have no proof, because they didn't want you to have any. A phenomenon known in psychiatric circles, I believe, is a self-reinforcing delusion.
Is that what you think, that I was delusional?
Well, I do think you may have suffered some kind of an episode, yes. Doctor, I'd like to propose an alternate hypothesis, if I may, and I'd like
I just want to punch that guy.
to fake a signal from Vega.
You would need a satellite to transmit the signal, but it would be impossible to simulate something.
You need a satellite, and of course, the message itself. To put something like this together, so
No.
complex, drawing on so many different disciplines.
Would be impossible.
Impossible.
Oh my gosh!
Is there anyone who might have been up to the challenge? Someone with extraordinary technical expertise, enormous financial resources, eccentric enough to have come up with the idea in the first place?
Haddon?
S.R. Haddon.
What's he doing?
You're implying that this was all some kind of a hoax, that he engineered this?
S.R. Haddon. Maybe he wanted to explore and exploit experimental technologies and get the governments of the world to pick up the tab. S.R. Haddon. A brilliant and complicated man. Are you familiar with the scientific precept known as Occam's razor?
Don't bring up scientific precepts with her. Of course she knows what it is.
It means that all things being equal, simplest explanation tends to be the right one.
You tell me, what is more
Can
likely
someone
here?
just punch him?
Aliens results in a magical machine that whisks you away to the center of the galaxy to go windsurfing with dear old dad. And
Give your speech that you gave to...
Your experience is the result of being the unwitting star in the farewell performance of one S.R. Haddon, to play you and indeed the rest of us as pawns in the biggest, the most elaborate, the most expensive hoax of all time.
Over $500 billion was spent. Dozens of lives were lost.
I want Palmer to speak up, because that's like his whole thing.
We should just
So
take
you
this
can always have
all
proof.
on faith.
Is it possible that it didn't happen? Yes. As a scientist, I must concede that. I must volunteer that.
You admit that you have absolutely no physical evidence to back up your story.
Yes.
You admit that you very well may have hallucinated this whole thing.
Yes.
You admit that if you were in our position, you would respond with exactly the same degree of incredulity and skepticism.
Why are you being so mad?
Then why don't you simply withdraw your testimony and concede that this journey to the center of the galaxy, in fact, never took place?
Stand up and say, it did.
Because I can't. I had an experience. I can't prove it. I can't even explain it. But everything that I know as a human being, everything that I am tells me that it was real. A vision that tells us that we belong to something that is greater than ourselves. We are not, that none of us are alone. I wish I could share that. I wish that everyone, if even for one moment, could feel that awe and humility and hope. But that continues to be my wish.
Tell him that the compass saved your life.
And he believes her.
Yeah.
As a person of faith, I'm bound by a different covenant than Dr. Arroway. But our goal is one and the same, the pursuit of truth. I, for one, believe her.
I assume you read the confidential findings report from the investigating committee.
I flipped through it.
I was especially interested in the section on Arroway's video unit. The fact that it recorded static isn't what interests me. What interests me is that it recorded approximately 18 hours of it.
That is interesting, isn't it?
The exact time she said she was gone.
Yeah.
The most important thing is that you all keep searching for your own answers. I'll tell you one thing about the universe, though. The universe is a pretty big place. It's bigger than anything anyone has ever dreamed of. So if it's just us, it was like an awful waste of space.
I hope that guy got fired.
The NSA guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why wasn't that made public?
Seriously.
That it was 18 hour, it recorded 18 hours of static.
Yeah.
And he just ignored that fact
Like,
because it was more convenient for his
coincidence.
story. And then she drove home.
Married. And lived happily ever after, making many science discoveries and also being married to Palmer Joss or something.
Space exploration. I'm familiar, if you didn't know. I'm watching Star Trek right now. That's what it's all about, guys.
Like what?
This is the future. Okay, did you like it?
I did like it.
I actually really liked it too.
Yeah.
I feel like it had like
multiple parts to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, you know me or us, like, we love a good love story. And so I actually was really okay that it wasn't like the main part of it, but I liked that they wove it in.
Yes. Yes. But
something
like
for everyone, you know?
I thought it was definitely interesting.
Yeah.
And it made her, like she said, like it gave her a feeling of like hope and that she's not alone, like she never could have experienced before.
Yeah, like a really good message.
Yeah.
Like regardless on where you fall in that, you know, like science, faith, I'm like, still just like a really good message.
Do you believe in aliens?
I don't think so.
You know, but there's other life
Well,
out
it's
there.
funny because now after this, I'm like, it would be a lot of wasted space. Maybe there is, you know? Like,
oh, I definitely think like in farther galaxies that we haven't even discovered, there's other worlds of life. I don't think they're like the scary kind of aliens.
Yeah.
I mean, I refuse to
for aliens, you know?
Yeah, but I liked her. I liked how the story kind of showed everything from like her passion to the discovery to the building to the event and
it kept us on our toes. Like I honestly did. It was really sad, but like did not see the Drumlin part coming
me
like
neither.
that. Like
at all.
Yeah, really took a turn.
But like space.
Yeah.
I feel like before even the channel, I kind of had this it seems like a waste of money for like the amount of money they spend on NASA and like, but I think my mind's been changed a little bit.
Yeah.
Like
I know, I'm kind of in the middle.
It's important that we discover, and like she said, like everything seems crazy until it's not. And you need people who believe in that stuff to like move it forward and who have the desire and passion. So
true.
Just not gonna be us. Every little person's like, I want to be an astronaut when I go. I want to watch movies in bed. Anyways, okay, thank you so much for watching along with us, and we'll see you again soon.